Welcome to She Who Rises Up, a sacred space where two women devoted to love, beauty, and the great mystery of life share their insights, raw truths, and lived wisdom. This is a place of remembrance and rising. Join us as we walk this path together. Hello, beautiful women. Hello, Lara.
I'm ready to walk.
I'm ready to walk. I'm walking already.
I'm walking already.
We've not been walking for a long time.
Walking, crawling, running.
Yeah. So how are you
Well,
today?
I am.
Laughing at her face.
I am. I think that's the best description. Uh, there's so much going on at this moment of time where pending portals are finally opening with all the consequences of such circumstances bring. I think that's where we are right now. Yeah, and because it touches family matters, which I believe family holds keys and codes for our ultimate liberation. So it feels as if a lot of cleansing and purging and readjustment is taking place at this moment of time. Literally, like over the last 2 weeks, has been like crazy nonstop. And that's what I've been dealing with. Fun times. Not really. It's not fun. It's not fun, actually. It's not
No,
fun at all.
no. But we make fun of it.
We make fun of it. We make fun of it. Yeah, especially after the video that you sent me, the astrological video about the nodes. Is it called nodes?
The notes, yeah.
The nodes. In your astrological chart, and in my node, is it North Node? I believe is it North Node?
Yeah.
It's in my 12th house, which means that there is an opportunity to truly and wholeheartedly infuse spirituality in literally every aspect of my life. And this is what it feels like, that this is the time where I'm relying more and more, and the opportunity to rely more and more and more, and to lean into whatever spirituality is for me in this case, so
Mm.
yeah. How
Yeah.
are you?
Beautiful. Beautifully said. The introduction that you made and how we are feeling. Because I relate to that. It's been lots of movement inside. Lots of movement inside. And thank you for bringing up the North Node subject, because I think that's what's happening in my life, and I guess in the life of many people, because astrologically, the North Node, which is a point it's not a planet, it's not an asteroid, it's a mathematical point on the sky, calculated by the intersections of the orbits of the moon and the sun. So that point, it actually marks the point of evolution. What do we come here to do actually on this plane, on this life? And it's not a compulsory growth to do, but I'm feeling it's been pushed on me. Uh, Astrologically now, the North Node is just moved in, or moving into Pisces in a few days. And my North Node is in Pisces as well. So I feel that it's been really pushed. On the opposite side of it, we have the South Node, South Node, which represents a bit of like a karma, what you already know, what you already have learned, what you are master of. And now we have to leave that behind and move on to the North Node to evolve into that. And but the North Node is beautiful. It's a sign that you have to connect to. It's actually the evolution of the soul. And by moving into Pisces, it brings the energy of Pisces to it. It means that it's a period where we have to renew ourselves, like create a new self, a new self that we never knew before. That's the beauty of it. So we are invited to let go of the attachment to everything that is doubt our intuition, doubt of life. We have to learn to trust, let go of that thought of, oh, I'm never going to be ready. That internal voice that criticizes everything that you do, that demands that you do and keep doing. And it invites you to, on the other side, to open to a life a bit more chaotic, to flow with life, with what life is actually asking you to do, and do it, finding the equilibrium between the chaos that Pisces brings and the order that Virgo brings. So easy, right? Very easy.
You know what I'm thinking? I was thinking we need to change the name of this podcast to Astrology with Gemma.
Oh, God. I'm not even an astrologer yet. No.
She
It's
with
perfect
Gemma
as it
because
is.
but have you noticed that a lot of the conversations are now going
Yes.
towards that path, you know, which is a beautiful path, it's a stunning path. And as part of that path, you know, I'm really happy with what am I taking? What is this?
Oh, those flower essences,
Flower essences. There we go. Flower
or
essences.
yeah, to activate, well, more than activate, to bring equilibrium to Mars energy.
Yeah, to Mars energy. And I'm so happy so far. It's so subtle, but so powerful at the same time. And I could only attribute the very important changes in my life lately to taking these essences, and also yet in the midst of chaos and in the midst of all this fragmentation that's happening and all this volcano of everything, or this huge portal that we have opened, I'm still feeling quite grounded. Yes, I have moments where I feel fragmented, or moments where I feel a little bit not put together. However, I feel that I put myself back together super quickly, like literally, like with the thoughts, I'm able to put myself to, and I attribute that as well with the support of Mars is really supporting, you know, these essences. Yeah, I think it's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Great job. Actually, I'm loving it to the extent that today I did order my supply for the next 2 months. So really happy.
I've started taking my Mars again, because Mars is the energy of the inner warrior, the actual energy that you need to go into the world and do things. So when our Mars is not active, we don't feel like doing things, or we have not the inner force or inner power to go on and do things in the world. It's very difficult for us to do it. So it's important to have that energy activated, because without that, we cannot come out into the world. And the beauty of the flower essences is that whether you have a very deactivated or very activated Mars, it just brings it to equilibrium. That's the beauty of the essences.
Stunning. I mean, I've also got the Venus flower essence, and intuitively I feel that I'm stopping that as soon as I finish this bottle. I'm not going to continue taking this bottle. So it becomes a beautiful intuitive exercise as well, right? To know what's best for you and not. And this is one of the conversations that we were having earlier on in our pre-recording conversation, the importance of, again, going back to the body. I know that we talked about this so many times in the podcast, and it keeps showing up in our lives, both Gemma's lives and my life, where the invitation to come back to the body, come back. Yes, maybe the experts are saying take Venus and take Mars flower essences, but my body's saying only take Mars.
Yeah.
So I'm going to follow that.
Yeah.
And that comes from a place of being very comfortable in, and trusting yourself. And I guess it's
Mm-hmm.
the result of all these years of work and plant medicine work, and the healing and all these portals that we've gone through, that we come to this situation. But having said that, it doesn't mean that we get it right all the time, right?
Yeah,
There are
exactly.
moments where we're like, oh wow, it's like, wow, this was
And
a
it's
bit.
okay. And it's okay too, because sometimes we do things, oh, I should have listened to my body, oh, I should have. But whatever happened, it was the right thing. We have to believe that for ourselves, that we're never wrong.
Yeah,
Not that that's not true, but there's nothing wrong or right. It's
yeah,
just what it was.
yeah.
Was the
Do you
right
trust
choice at the
yourself?
moment. Say again?
Do you trust yourself?
Do I think that myself?
No, do you trust
Oh,
yourself?
do I trust myself? I'm becoming better at it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Like you said, I'm becoming more and more attuned to my body, and that's, I think, yeah, like you said, we always keep it forth, but it's the only thing I can see now that is gonna help us all to for the times that are coming, that we are living. We're moving into a new era. We've already moved, I don't know. And going back to those nodes moves on the space, um that was on the 12th of January. I thought we were in January right now. We're already in March. I mean in February. So from the 12th of January this year to June 2026, the North Node is going to be in Pisces, inviting us to look at the body as the temple as it is, not as the machine that the world want us to see the body as, taking it to extreme, especially as women when we work in the corporate, or and on top of that, they are mothers. I don't know how they do it, but we are pushed to the limit sometimes. And if we rest, we feel guilty. Maybe the world don't see resting as a good thing. Is very much man's made, the world. So it's not good for us. But right now, this North Node moving into Pisces is actually putting pressure on the left side of the brain to stop a little, the logical side. So the creativity is gonna start. We're gonna start seeing movements of creativity coming through, um, and that's a feminine energy, right? That's more feminine energy.
Yeah.
So, and for that, we need to be in the body to be able to go through all those changes that are coming through.
Mm. Beautiful. Beautiful. Where shall we take this conversation? What would you like to share? What do you think? Here's a question. What are some of the highlights, if that you have learned over the last couple of weeks since the last recording of the episode? What has been like major for you? I know that you've gone like through so much, because it's fucking nonstop for us. But
Yeah.
what was a highlight?
Well, my latest realization has actually lots to do with the North Node and South Node. My South Node is in Virgo, as well as the current transiting South Node. So it's the same position as the actual South Node. So it's actually bringing into my consciousness the energy of Virgo. Virgo is a zodiac sign, beautiful like all the others, and we all have all signs. We all have all energies, in different degrees. But my sign of Virgo is full of planets. It's got like 3 planets in there, plus the South Node. And I've been pushed to see how much the energy of Virgo, in the limitation of it, and by that I mean in the lowest frequency, I've been living my life with. The good thing is that I have a master's degree in that now, but I've lived my life with the lowest vibration of Virgo, which is the energy of servitude. I'm here to serve you losing myself in the process. I forget about me, I forget about my needs. And looking at that, I've done that all my life until very recently in my latest marriage, looking after my mom, working in the corporate, giving my life to a teacher. I did that and I lost myself in the process. And when I saw that, I saw it clearly, or that I didn't see it before that clear. And I had to stop. Obviously, I went through a process of going within and really looking at it, and all the consequences of looking at it, which is falling into an emptiness, into a vacuum where there is that no more. And because I identified myself with that, it was part of my false identity that had to die. And the dying of it hurts a lot, because when you are attached to a part of your personality and you had to let it go, that attachment really, really, really hurts. So I went through that and I came through a couple of days ago. And what I'm learning is that what I need to do is move into Pisces. And the energy of Pisces is fluidity, is water, is sentiment, is vulnerability, is actually the service, but not for you. I'm not here to serve you, but I'm here to serve through me to you, which is different. It's a different energy. So it's putting your gifts, your knowledge, your wisdom, yourself to service to you first. Being in the body, allowing the consciousness to actually flow through you in a healthy, looked after body, as the temple as it is, and then radiate out to others just with your presence. So there is nothing to do. There is no going in to serve another because you're looking for a place or you're looking for an identity, which is what the energy of Virgo and the South Node in the lowest vibration does. It looks for an identity on the other. By being of service to them, you give me an identity. I'm the wife of, I'm the daughter of, the savior of, the carer of, whatever it is, the mother of. But with that identity, you have to go back to yourself, to your body, and create your own identity, your own structures that the energy of Virgo does so well when it is in a higher vibration. So that's what's happening to me. And I guess because my South Node and North Node are in the same positions as the current nodes that everyone is experiencing, this is what everyone will have to be looking at some point. So my questions are, where in your life are you neglecting your own needs? Where are you not looking after your body? Where are you keep putting others before you? And there are no excuses, because we all have lots of things to do, but we have to find a place for ourselves to really go deep within and see, where am I not feeling worth of having my own identity, that I have to go and serve others to look for a place to belong to. So that was that's what the changing of nodes are bringing us, I believe.
Wow. Wow.
So that was not easy to find out that I've been a slave of my life, but like I said, it's only an archetype. It's a part of of the false identity that I have, and now have a master's degree on how to be the perfect slave in different aspects, in different scenarios. So that's it. I have that knowledge.
Yeah, like how in the name of being of service, we abandon ourselves, right? Which is actually we touch point on this in a different context, the corporate world, and now we're taking it so much broader and on a higher level at the same time. That it's not about how are you abandoning yourself in the workplace, but how are you creating these identities that are pushing you to abandon yourself, your truth, you know, so you fragment yourself in order to fulfill the role of the daughter of, or the wife of, or in the name of, or the priestess of, right? So we're talking even about concepts such as priestesses that again, that if I am attaching myself to that concept as if as the ultimate truth, then I would question that myself. I would question that as we have been questioning ourselves, you know. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful.
So yeah, the answer is the body, and the answer is also to allow ourselves to be in joy and be joyful, because when we are in that space of servitude, the pleasure and the enjoyment goes away.
Yeah.
So that's my invitation to all of us.
Yeah.
So what about you? What can you tell us? What has been happening in your life?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Because I'm still in the midst of this chaotic yet beautiful portal where we are being given the opportunity as a family unit to cleanse and cleanse and cleanse. It feels as if all the things that haven't been done in years, you know, it's like all coming at once. I'm in the middle of all that, so I can't share much at this moment of time, but maybe a couple of things. Number one, and these are things I learned sitting in ceremony with Grandmother Ayahuasca. The first one is sit in discomfort, you know, be comfortable in sitting in discomfort, right? Instead of pretending it doesn't exist, or instead of cursing it, or instead of whatever, you know. And one of the things I told one of my siblings earlier on is, oh, it's going to be so peaceful when all this has been dealt with. And then I realized later on, it's like, well, why do I have to be, why can't I be peaceful right now while I'm dealing with it? Why do I have to
Exactly.
you know?
No, I need it, right?
It's like, in fact, if anything, I need the peace right now, you know, not finish, because I don't know what's going to happen later. You know, which leads me, I guess, to another point, and that is the point of, I mean, I've never really connected with the concept of goals, you know. It feels as if it might be useful to have a vision in your life, and at the same time is to be resilient and flexible, or to have a resilient and flexible mindset at the same time. And if anything, 2020 taught us that things could really go upside down very quickly, you know. So I wonder, those who had you know, if in 2015, if anybody had a 5 years vision, I wonder if in 2020 took place, you know.
Wow.
Right? So yeah, it's like, yeah, I have a vision, yet I'm going to be flexible enough to change my goalpost. However, what maybe instead of having a goal is having an intention of who do I want to become, with all of at the back of my goals, right? So even if my goals change, my initial intention, which is, I don't know, to become wiser, or to become to have more strengths or more emotional intelligence, whatever that is, that continues, you know, that intention. So that's something. And my third point, again, learned from ayahuasca, and that is ayahuasca, what she does, she puts you through hell first before she shows you heaven. At least that was my experience, right? I don't know if that's a universal truth for everyone, or anybody who's taken ayahuasca. From my perspective, has been that first, let's cleanse, let's go into the deepest, let's feel everything that needs to be felt, let's see everything that needs to be seen, and then after that, then let's go to heaven. So I'm very grateful to that wisdom, because this is what it feels like at this moment of time, that we're going through that stage of upheavals. But I also know, and I deeply trust that as long as it's going to work out, because things is working out anyways, you know. So it's not like it will work, I trust it's going to work out. No, it's working out already. It's working out already. You know, now we need to exercise patience, we need to exercise wisdom, we need to exercise coming back to the body. we need to exercise. And again, bring in all, really infusing spirituality in all these dealings, you know, when you're meeting the lawyer, when you're meeting the bank, when you meet, you know, in all these, what might be perceived as stressful situations, there are opportunities as well to practice. And, you know, this is a game, you know, this is a game at the end of the day. And I have this very clear. I understood that in one of the ceremonies as well. And sometimes I forget that this is a game. And at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Do you want to go right? Go right. Do you want to go left? Go left. Things, it's going to work out. That's it. And in the meantime, I'm getting entertained. So this is from a higher perspective, but of course, when you are emotionally into it, so you have to keep reminding yourself of this wisdom, because you can easily forget it.
Yeah.
That's what I could share at this moment. Maybe in 2 weeks' time, there's more things.
Beautiful. Which I think it brings us back to the body, because to be able to do that, the body needs to be open to be present, right? So it seems to be coming up the major priority.
Yeah.
The body.
Yeah, the body, absolutely. My dog was making strange, you know, she's looking after her body, you know, so she's making strange noises in the background. I'm not sure if it can be heard. So yeah, I mean, we were talking earlier on, I don't know. I say one of the greatest life questions is, what's the whole point of being a human, right? What's the whole point? It's like, if there was an objective, since we have goals, you know, in life, what is the goal of being a human altogether? I said, I don't know if we'll ever find out. But I suspect that at least one of the reasons, at least for me, is to bring joy and be in joy and create beauty and all these things that are unfolding for us, and being in the body, especially for so many of us that have, call it spiritual community, outside the spiritual community, in the corporate world, we have deeply neglected our body. And I'm not only talking about eating right and exercising, I'm talking about way beyond that. Way beyond that. Mastering that relationship with the body, master it. So I'm feeling right now there's so much tension on my shoulders, and I could feel the pain in here, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna now sit with it, you know, I'm gonna sit with it short to say, hey, what's going on here, you know. So I'm not gonna neglect it as if, you know, oh, this is it. No.
Beautiful.
Okay, the body's speaking. It's speaking. Okay, how can I take care of you? What do you need from me? You know. Yeah, that's what I could share.
And you know, it's so important to be aware all the time of how the body speaks to you. Last weekend, I went to a conference with a friend, and we came back on Sunday, and we had lots of fun, and it was beautiful and all that, but you get tired. And it was Sunday, and I was really tired. And someone I know asked me if he could come round to help me with something on the computer. And I was pretty tired, and I would have said no if I hadn't felt, oh, well, he made me a favor. I kind of owe him something. Yes, I can. And they came, and it was late, and I wanted to rest and go back to the gym in the morning. And I should have really, if I had been listening to my body and being honest with me, I should have said no, and I should have cared and maintained the energy I had, and honor the energy I had, which was, I'm tired and I really want to have a shower and go to bed. So it's just those little details that we still miss. So it's constant awareness.
And the question that's coming to mind right now is that what decisions would we have made differently if we would have listened to our bodies?
Exactly.
What would be those decisions that would have been done or made differently if we had listened to our bodies, right?
So many that think people would be shocked if I tell them. So I'm not gonna do that. But
I'm not going to do that because you know that certain things need to be kept private. You
let's
know,
still keep something
I'll be sharing
private between you
everything.
and me.
We already share enough.
Enough, yeah.
Anyway, so anything else you want to do or say or share, or shall we wrap up?
Yeah, I think I'm complete.
I'm
I'm
complete as
complete.
well.
I'm very grateful for this space.
Absolutely. So, dear one, as this conversation comes to a close, if this space speaks to your soul, please do share it with another woman, another person who is ready to rise. And if you want to leave us a review, hey, we'd be very grateful. If you want to reach out to us, we'd be delighted to hear from you. Please do join the conversation and walk this path with us. Until next time, keep rising, my loves. So take care of yourselves.
Take care. Bye bye.